Hello, welcome to Spotlight on the Word. In our second episode of Answering the Atheist, we will be asking the atheist some questions. We hope any sincere truth seeker will be kind enough to answer these questions as well. In 2018, before I started the debate with the atheist on the topic, I know that the God of the Bible exists. I asked the atheist some questions, and I would like to share his answers with you in this particular episode. So please stay glued to Spotlight on the Word and watch the video to the end. And at the end, I will share his answers with you. Now let's move on to the questions. Of the following statement, check the box in front of each true statement. If the statement is false, leave the box blank. If the statement is false, leave the box blank. Now, to the first statement. Matter is eternal. That is to say, it has always existed and there was never a time matter never existed. The second statement, mechanistic random chances and accident produces order. The third statement, the law of biogenesis is unscientific. By biogenesis, I'm referring to the principle that states that life arises from already existing life and that it cannot originate from non-living materials. To the next statement, the law of spontaneous generation is unscientific. By spontaneous generation, I'm saying that living organisms could spontaneously or randomly arise or develop from non-living matter. The next statement, evolution is an observable fact of science. Evolution is an observable fact of science. At least one human being in the past or now living was observed to have been transformed from a non-human to human. Please, for this particular statement, if it's true, give us some details. To the next statement. At least one human being in the past or now living was observed to have been born of a non-human thing. To the next statement. A woman was on earth before any human baby. Then the next statement, you would guess, a baby was on earth before any woman. The next statement, moral values did not exist before the first human being. Then please answer this one also for us. Real objective evil does exist. Then to the next statement, it is possible that the justice of God could entail any punishment for sin. Then the next and the final statement is that it is possible that the infinite justice of God might entail at least 1 minute of punishment when this life is over. I would encourage that you share this video to as many atheists as you can so that they will help us with the answers. Please, you can send us your answers in the comment section or you can send it to our email that you see on the screen. Now, let's look at the answers the atheists gave back at KNUST when we had this debate. To the statement, matter is eternal. That is, it has always existed and there was never a time matter never existed. He left the box blank, which means he agrees that it's false. Matter is not eternal. To the next statement, and you would realize that he will be contradicting himself as he goes on in answering our questions. Now let's look at his answer for the next statement. Mechanistic random chances and accident produces order. And he left the box blank and he wrote in bracket ambiguous question. I'd like to ask, is this ambiguous? Mechanistic random chances and accident produces order. Is it possible that chaos can bring orderliness? Please, is this an ambiguous question? Certainly, his web of confusion, and because of his position, he is now confused and he's telling us that the question is ambiguous. I'm not sure this question is ambiguous, and certainly it isn't. To the next statement, the law of biogenesis is unscientific. He left the box blank, claiming that it's false. Yet, by saying that it's false, he's actually saying in the affirmative that the law of biogenesis is scientific. What does this law state? This law states that life comes from already existing life. So if this atheist agrees that life can only come from already existing life, then how did man get here? How did the universe originate? Did it originate from something that did not have life? Well, that is a big question he has to answer by admitting that biogenesis is scientific. And to the next statement, he says, the law of spontaneous generation is unscientific, and he left the box blank, which means he is actually saying in the affirmative that the law of spontaneous generation is scientific. And this is very, very, very shocking. Why? Because it's either he doesn't understand the terms being used here, or he understands and he's making a very big mistake. Why? Spontaneous generation is not a scientific fact. Why? It has been debunked over and over and over and over. And one of the first scientists who publicly made us aware or denounced this particular theory or this assumption, spontaneous generation, is Louis Pasteur. What did Louis Pasteur say? Louis Pasteur used his experiment to disprove the fact that spontaneous generation actually occurs. So I was very surprised when he left this blank, and certainly it's because of his false position. To the next question, he ticked the box, claiming that that is true. What is the true statement he ticked? He says, evolution is an observable fact of science. For him to say that evolution is observable, then it means that we should observe it today. We should be able to observe it. So he will be contradicting himself. Look at the next statement. At least one human being in the past or non-living was observed to have been transformed from a non-human to human, and he actually left the box blank. And by leaving the box blank, meaning it's false. We have not observed, at least not even one human being has been observed to evolve. So why then did he take the box by saying that evolution is an observable fact of science? That's very false. That's very, very false. And his position is leading him to make wrong conclusions. The next question is very, very fascinating. Why is the next question very fascinating? The next question says, a woman was on earth before any human baby. Guess his answer. He left the box blank. He left the box blank. And because he left the box blank, it means it's false. No woman existed before a baby. Then the next question, a baby was on earth before a woman. Any woman, and that one too, he left it blank. So how did we get here? How did we get, if you leave the two boxes blank, that means it's false. A baby was not here before a woman, neither was a woman here before the baby. So who was here first? Would you claim that men got here first? If men got here first, is it the baby, is it the young boy or the older man who got to earth first? If evolution is an observable fact, as you are claiming, who got here first? Please, 80s, answer this question for us. The statement is that moral value did not exist before any human being came to this earth, and he says it's false. That means that it was there before any human being came. So if it was there, who was it there with? Morals can only be with somebody who is moral himself, and that is God. So by leaving the box blank, he accepts that God exists. He accepts that God exists. Now to the next question. Real objective evil does exist, and he wrote in bracket subjective evil. So he left the box blank, saying that no real objective evil exists. By this, he is actually saying that it is very right to me if I get up and I take a gun and I shoot 20 people. To me, I might say that is right. To you, you might think it's wrong. And you cannot judge me because I thought it was right to kill people. Any society will not thrive with this type of ideology. This philosophy will not survive in any society. And it will not promote tolerance, neither will it promote coexistence between species. It will not happen. Because if moral objectives or subjective morality is right, then we have a lot of problem to deal with. Then the next thing is that it is possible that, and he left the two boxes blank. By leaving them blank, he is actually purporting and saying that, hey, God can't judge anybody, because if he takes true, that means that God is free, or it is right for God to punish somebody for 1 minute. And if God can punish somebody for 1 minute, then he can punish somebody for 2 minutes, for 3 minutes, and for eternity. So that is why he left those boxes blank. Clearly, the atheistic position cannot be held when we use both logic, when we use science. In all facets, the atheistic position is not supported. Indeed, the God of the Bible exists.